Alrighty, 1994 HSV Senator. I think it was delivered in December, and as you can see, it's good maroon, Maasai mica. I bought it in 2002, and it's now, whatever it is, March the 16th, 2013. A couple of problems with it. I'll show you in just a sec what the problems are. Nothing major as far as I know. Has done a few Ks though. I'll explain that in just a sec. Basically straight. Never been in an accident to the best of my knowledge. And obviously Senator, all the numbers match. Stuff in the back seat. Just can't bother taking it out. So as you can hear, runs fine. Blows absolutely zero smoke. Alrighty, and now, I mean, it's fine to drive. I drive it every day. Had it for how long that is, 13 years or something. No, that's not right, 92 to, yeah, it's basically 10 years. I bought it towards the end of 2002. Alrighty, as you can see, mainly minor stuff. That cost you 45 bucks, I think, to put that wheel centre back in. Someone reversed into me about 2 months ago. You can probably see that dent there in the bonnet, which is kind of annoying. The front splitter's got a split in it. That's been there basically forever. Just never worried about it. Various little marks like that guy there. All the wheels have got cancer from curb cancer. That I knocked off and just have never bothered to replace. I think it's 245 bucks unpainted from HSV, or you might be able to find one. I lost it out back and I didn't notice till ages later. Okay, the rear spoiler, unfortunately I reversed into a tree that was hanging over the road, believe it or not, so I've done a rough fix on that. As you can see, really that needs replacing. The surface, the paint, it's maroon, as you probably gather, and you know, it's red, so the paint's faded. So realistically, the horizontal, like the flat surfaces have got issues. They're not chronic, like you can live with it. Bonnet's fine actually, but the roof and the boot, you know, the paint's seen better days. Okay, little scuffs. Just there, a scuff, just there, a scuff on the corner, touch up will do that. I don't know when that got there. Some of these are quite recent, but I usually touch them up with the little, you know, the little brush thing. The boot, it's full of stuff actually. It's got an amp and stereo in it. It was in there when I got it. And I've upgraded the stereo's changed, but the amp setup is pretty much as it was when I got it. It's got climate control and everything, all that kind of, do you know what I mean? I've got a chainsaw and stuff in there as well, but that's your amp set up in there. CD stack is not connected, it was there when I bought it and it's just sitting there. It's just got a normal front load CD. All wiring, all work, seems to work fine. Now, it's done over 400,000 kilometres. I bought it at 140 odd. And I've driven mainly freeways, like just about all of it's freeway Ks. So the engine's basically run in. But because of the age, the LCDs there in the dash, they just don't work. So I can't tell you exactly how many Ks. But I changed the gearbox. The gearbox was new at 419, and I haven't done many Ks since then. And the diff's pretty much brand new. I put a brand new diff in it just about 6 months ago, I think it was. So that's the diff centre and the gearbox are brand new. To the best of my knowledge, the engine's fine. As far as I know, it needs nothing. Does need a new radiator, and we mucked around. We thought it was a thermostat. The guys at Petters have looked after it, and they pretty much looked after it basically since I've had it. You can see here, well, you can't see actually, the heater's actually disconnected. We thought it was the thermostat and it was giving us problems, and so we just bypassed the heater completely and eventually found it was the radiator, and I haven't replaced the radiator. The radiator does, I believe, have a blockage in it, and therefore, you know, you'll have to replace the radiator, 99.9% sure. But we might have damaged the heater box. I really don't know. We've never put it back together because it was too summer. But yeah, the engine's stock HSV, nothing's done to it. I think, what additions are we? I don't think it's any. I think it's 100% standard. Basically never had a problem with it. Oh no, the engine management system was some years ago I replaced that, given the engine fault light was coming on, and I think that's your ignition unit. I think that's what they replaced. But other than that, no dramas with it since I've had it. So, oh yeah, and the struts in the boot don't work. So it kind of collapses in the area I snapped off some time ago. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So, yeah, good car. Some of them are going for like 15, 17 grand. This probably isn't worth that because of the number of Ks. But there you have it. I'd still drive it, except I just bought the Troopy and I'm going on a trip. And I'm divorced, don't need it anymore. Kind of was a family car for a long time in fact. So there you go, good car. HSV Senator, so if it's what you're looking for, it's all yours on the North Shore of Sydney, and contact me via the details that you find on the listing. Thanks for your time.